Aztechnology, a giant in the world of technological and magical research, one of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of Aztechnology cannot reach. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of an Azzy pyramid dominates in the courtyard of the Zitadella Spandu, and countless other more innocuous facilities can be found all over Berlin. The lab that maintained in the Jagwheel district is one of these. According to your client, the project that the Azzies are working on here is dangerous, so dangerous that she's paying you to bring the entire building down. The Jagwheel district is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all description crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. Lights burn in all of the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians, nothing but silence. Quiet out here. A friend of mine did a job here once, told me that the local wage slaves were all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. Apparently the buildings are all linked up on an underground tram system, bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days the poor bastards don't even get to see the sunshine. That ain't living, it's a slow death. He shakes his head. I just don't get wage slaves, man. I really, really don't. What's this? Searching the dead drop, we find a package with the telltale markings of the bullshit people. This is an open request for research data from Aztechnology Jagwheel District Branch. The Azzies conduct their research in secrecy. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We will uncover their secrets. We will share them with the world. We will level the playing field between Aztechnology and its competition. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Will it? Does it need to be shared? I don't think so. Your comlink crackles with static. A moment later, all these guys again. The sonorous voice of Lukadir begins speaking into your ear. Hello again, Afer. I have an opportunity for you. You were in Aztechnology facility, yes? Well, that facility is also home to an executive, a small man who foolishly believes that he is beyond our reach. In this, he is mistaken. We would like you to deliver a message to this effect. As long as it doesn't get in the way of what I have to do. This is such a simple task, I can't imagine that it would. All we need you to do is whisper a phrase into his ear. We are pleased that Project Vincent is going well. If you want to embellish the fact that he is receiving this message in the one place where he feels the most secure, I won't stop you. And that's all there is to it. A simple job, but an important one. I've already marked your target's current location on your PDA. We have great faith in you, Afer. Please don't disappoint us. I mean, they're going to get exploded. Your comlink buzzes. There's a series of clicks as the connection is established. A moment later, Paul Amsel begins to speak. Alright, Afer, that's the Aztechnology complex just in front of you. You'll note the heavy security posted at the front door. Those are Aztechnology employees. They're dangerous, to be sure, but you could probably take them out without too much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Azzies have also contracted Knight Errant to protect this facility. They're the ones that we need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high threat response team on site, and you don't want to tangle with them. Trust me on that. If you do need to go loud, give it everything you've got. You're going to be reducing the building into a smoldering crater anyway, but I highly recommend stealth over a frontal assault. We won't start shooting until we run out of words. Good woman. I'll begin by trying to find an alternative path into the building, something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you're going to be on a tight timetable. So I need to get in there. But I need to not alert everybody who exists. Well, there's nothing else to look at. Hello, Captain. A stern-looking young woman in the uniform and Aztechnology security captain steps forward. An assault rifle slung over her shoulder, and she half raises it at your approach. This is a secure facility, ma'am. Show your ID or move along. No worries, ma'am. I was just out for a walk. Walk the other way. She shoulders her rifle, but keeps the barrel pointed at the ground. A warning, but not a death threat. Now. Inspect. A Charlotte built soy calf shop looks like it's closed. Ooh, there's a hatch. A human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in the courtyard. They don't seem to notice your approach. She's been gone a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? She's my girlfriend, Heinrich. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Azis, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day that she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Mira, and I still say that messing with the Azis was a bad idea. What else we were supposed to do? That compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. We need that juice, Heimer. Our solar collectors are garbage. If you can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Mira, I know, but couldn't we have just bought some secondhand panels? They can't be that expensive. She sighs. She could have, sure, before Jenny spent her last handful of Nguyen on those forged key cards. She straightens up, puts on a brave face. She'll be fine. She'll be back any second now. Just you wait. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on this utility hatch and is plastered with the anti-tampering warnings to prove it. A cursory inspection shows you that the hatch has been mag-locked, a fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an authorized key card, there's no way you're getting past this thing. Hey guys. She looks up at you, her expression guarded. Yeah? What do you want? Could you two use some help? It sounds like your friend has gotten herself in trouble. Her tone is sharp. We'll be fine. What we don't need is a stranger butting into our business, so just go away, alright? Have a nice day. Mira, look at her. That's a professional. She can help us. He takes a step towards you, his arms wide. Please, ma'am, we do need your help. She just doesn't want to admit it. You two are in over your heads. If you don't let me get you out of this, power shortage will be the least of your problems. Mira stares at you, her eyes full of mistrust, then something changes and the brave facade cracks. Her face crumbles. Yeah, I know. And I'm worried about Danny. She fishes her bag for a moment, then produces a thick plastic key card. She hands it to you. This will get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about a half an hour ago. When she left, she said that she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please bring her back safe. Okay, give me a hot sec. I just want to look around a little bit more. I mean, I do like helping people. That's always nice. Nothing there. More security, probably. An LTG worker. Who are you? Can I talk to you? This LTG tech's overalls are smeared with sweat and grime. A scowl is plastered across her face. She takes a quick glance at you, then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you better stay the hell out of my hair, otherwise I'll call security and have them drag you out. Hey, Blitz, you can have a look. Quickly, Blitz shows her the problem, two mismatched connections. Hey, yeah, you're right. She looks up at you. The scowl has disappeared from her face, but she doesn't look happy either. Look, I really appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind, and Corporal's gonna have my ass if I don't get it done before lunch. You know, if you're that far behind, you can always go catch up on your other work. Leave me to work on the panel. It'll be no trouble. A confused scowl crosses her face. I don't even know you, buddy. Why in God's name would I leave you alone with a panel that I'm responsible for? Why did Aztechnology ever do anything for you aside from working you half to death? Let me take care of the panel and you can clock out early. I'll even spread a little spending money your way. Wow. You make a compelling argument. This job has been a load of dreck since they canned my assistant. Screw it. The panels are yours. I'm off to find a pub. Nice. Ow. I have options now. What the cheap corporate art looks like marble from a distance, but up close is clearly made of injection molded plasticry. Ow. Anyways, I'm gonna do the thing that helps the people's friend, because I like being good. Insert the key card. And let's go. This log appears to be short-circuited. How much do you want to bet she's incredibly dead? Oh, there she is. In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in the same shabby chic clothes that the cafe kids wear. Danny, cornered with no place to run, a pair of Aztechnology security drones closing in for the kill. The drones are low-grade, but they're armed and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble and she knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone sensors alert them to your presence. They spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected, weapons detected, lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen and she hits the deck. The panic spills out of her in a scream. Look out! Oh man, what a threat. Danny looks you up and down. When she's finished sizing you up, she puts her hand on her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Azzy territory. Everybody knows they shoot first if you're packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Okay. Wasn't much of a risk. Those drones were second rate at best. Heinrich and Mira sent me. They're worried about you. Oh, Heinrich worries about everything. Pierce of being a dad, I guess. She smiles. Mira's got faith in me, though. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got in over my head, but only a little bit. The drones wouldn't have shot me. I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Azzy interrogation cell. I've heard stories. The stories are true. She shakes her head. You have no idea how lucky you are. If they'd taken you, you'd have spent the rest of your miserable life wishing you'd be shot. I'll take your word for it. I'm not planning on making a habit of this. She slaps the side of the power conduit with a smile. And I shouldn't need to. This tap's all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Heinrich wasn't convinced that you could pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself to do when your livelihood depends on it. Blitz leans in to inspect her work. Yeah, that looks like a pretty solid connection. Nice soldering job with those contacts there. I'd say that you're good to go. He straightens, casts a glance back at you. You know, Chief, we could use this setup to our advantage. It wouldn't be too hard for me to manufacture a power spike from here. We could overload the Azzy's power grid. Without disabling generator safety overrides, it wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might help give us an opening to get into the building. He shrugs. Your call, of course. Just thought I should bring it up. Danny's eyes go wide. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it. Aztechnology will find the power tap, and they'll come down on us. You just saved your life. You owe us. Yeah, you saved my life alright, but now you're talking about doing something that'll get us all of us killed. Me, Mira, Heinrich. He's got a little sister to look after. What happens if the Azzies take her away? Yeah, you're right. She breathes a sigh of relief. Thanks. You know, some people say that Shadowrunners are ruthless criminals, guns for hire to stop for the money. It's good to see that this isn't always the case. I'm gonna bail on out of here. I've been stuck in this tunnel too long already, and like you said, the others are worried. But if there's ever anything that we can do for you, come by the shop. You'll be welcome at a place for life. Imagine just doing it anyways, right after she leaves. I rescued a person, and now I'll go through that entrance that I opened up. Danny looks up at you with a smile. There she is, our hero. Thanks so much, ma'am. Thanks for bringing her back to us. Yeah, thanks, and thank you for helping to keep the Azzies off our trails. If Danny had been captured, it would have been bad. She reaches up, grabs Danny's hand, clutches it tight. Worse than bad, babe. A lot worse. She looks down at Mira and smiles, squeezes her hand tight. Anyways, thanks again for the rescue. We all owe you a lot. If there's ever anything that any of us can do for you, just let us know. Okay. Alright. Side entrance time. Let's go. Bye, assholes. Let's go. The glittering halls of Aztechnology facilities stand in sharp contrast to the megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams money, from the mirror polished on the floor to the obsidian inlays in the wall. The generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. Nice work, Afer. There have been no alerts thus far. Hopefully you'll continue to avoid detection as you make your way through the building. If an alert does go out, I'll get you an ETA on their reinforcements, but hopefully won't come to that. I have marked an elevator on your PDA. It'll start making my way there. I would start making my way there if I were you. It's the most efficient path to reach your objective. Best of luck. Do a save. Open the secure door. Open a terminal. Have my decker do the thing. And I got another pay data. Oh, there's more people here. I don't like it. I think that's the guy, yeah, that's the exec I have to talk to. Go, 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 go. Shit. You know what? No, fuck that. I'm loading my save. Fuck you. I don't know how I'm supposed to get past them without being detected, though. How am I supposed to do that? There's no stealth mechanic in this game. Unless I want to take a long way around. Let's see what that person does. Ooh, there's a locker. Ooh, Jespen uniforms. Grimly, our teammates said about struggling to complicate and ill-fitting uniforms. Yeah, well, you know what? Don't complain. Fuck you. A few minutes of cursing and a couple of pot rivets later, the job is done. You take a moment to examine your team, then nod in satisfaction. They look like a group of authentic knight-errant security officers. Well, that's handy. I'm all avoiding for a firefight if you can get away with it. He claps you on the shoulder. Good find, Chief. Okay. Quick save. Because I don't want to do that again. The elevator guard steps towards you, his weapon slung. I didn't hear anything about KE assets being deployed in this sector. Why were you here? I just got the assignment myself. Central wants a complete perimeter assessment. Strange. Did they give you any explanation of this request? Do they ever? He chuckles. No, of course they don't. Well, best of luck. Let me know if anything's out of order. It's my sector after all. You got it, pal. And be careful. An intruder could be anywhere. He nods. Yeah, tell me about it. Alright. Hey, bud. A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in this room. He locks eyes with you, and you can feel the fear radiating out of him. He looks surprised to see you, but not alarmed. Oh, hey, I don't usually see knight-errant personnel wandering around this part of the building. What's up? Just making my rounds. They double patrols tonight. He looks relieved. All right, well, I won't keep you, but it makes me feel safer knowing that you guys are around. Just doing my job. It's repeating. You're pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. The executive jerks back as though you slapped him. His face has gone white as a sheet. Our friends wanted me to deliver this message to you in person, here in your office. I'm sure that you understand. Yes, of course. The expression on his face is one of pure horror. But please tell our friends that I hear them loud and clear, and tell them that I'm making the call. Call? What call? He shakes his head. You poor fool, you don't even realize what a pawn you are. Alright. Well, he hasn't called security on me, so as long as that continues to happen, I don't care. Your stomach lurches slightly as the elevator plummets downward into the bowels of Aztechnology facility. A faint but omnipresent thrumming sound raises the hair on the back of your neck. The deeper you go, the more certain you become. This place is vibrating with power both from the generators and from something else. Probably something magical. Because that would be very Aztechnology. Well done, Aether. I'm not seeing any comm chatter to indicate that Knight Errant is aware of your presence. I've located a new exit point for you, a security door conveniently located near the generators. I will mark its location on your PDA. Keep up the good work, Aether. I'll contact you if anything changes. Ah, shit. The door slides open with a hiss, revealing a surprised-looking young woman in an Aztechnology security uniform. She steps towards you, her weapon drawn. Stop! Who are you? She half raises her rifle. Identify yourself. Calm down. My name's Mueller. Knight Errant sent me. She looks suspicious, on edge. Let me see some ID. I don't need to show you anything. Central has some concerns about your loyalty. Her eyes go right. What? We've never done a thing. I'm sure that you haven't. Probably just another screw up at Central. But if you don't get this cleared up, it will bite you in the ass. If what you're saying is true, we haven't heard anything. Why haven't we heard anything about the comms about it? Beats the hell out of me. I suggest you go ask Central about it. She pauses. This isn't protocol. The entire story is suspicious. Are you going to report to Central, or do I need to go back there and tell them that you refused their order? All right, we're going. Thanks for the heads up. I hear some odd chanting. I can't touch anything. That's annoying. Keep moving, Aether, you're almost there. When you reach the control panel for the generators, the passwords Zolotl should allow you to disengage your safety overrides. Set the destruct and get out. See you back at the cruise bazaar. Why can't I... Blast door, security cameras. I can't interact with anything over there. That's irritating. Oh, here we go. I can use this, I guess. Check in. Why do I have to go through this? Like, why not just be like, oh yeah, do you want to, like, have your decker do the thing? I only have one. Alright, I don't want to go through that again, so quick savey save. That takes forever for some reason, and let's go! Let's run like the fucking wind. Damn it. Halt! This is a restricted area. I just got word from Central. Our comms have been compromised and all authorizations are being threat stacked. My orders are to proceed to a primary defense point and await further instruction. He holds out his hand. I need to see your ID then. You know how Omega level clearance works, so hand it over now. I'm not handing you anything until you show me your ID. His eyes widen and narrow to slits. You think this is some sort of game? Hand me your ID or I will shoot you. You do that and you'll spend the rest of your short life wishing that you hadn't. My uncle runs this facility. He stands bolt upright. It's Dr. Etzler. Is your guy no idea? Please carry on. He just fucking believes. I know that's part of the thing, but it's just like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, Chief. This place is creeping me out. Well, me too. More quick saving. I have a feeling, like, I'm doing pretty good not getting into fights, but I am not looking forward to this. A maglock with a voice print recognition system has been affixed to this door. According to Amsel, Frau Mueller has already logged your voice print onto the system, but there's only one way to be sure. Okay, open up. Authorization Aether. The screen background changes from blue to green. Access granted. You hear the sound of heavy machinery rumbling to life. A moment later, the locks on the door release. Oh, the game froze a bit. The door slides open, revealing a group of figures wearing green cloaks. The nearest of the figures looks up from his work. His stare seems to bore into you. Who are you, and why are you here? His voice is slow and soft with a slight Atzlanter accent. Answer me, now. We're your new security detail. Central sent us down here to familiar ourselves with the lab. He pauses for a moment, inspecting you. Well, you certainly look the part, and more security is always welcome, but you understand, of course, that they can't just take your word for it. Of course you can't. Why don't you come a little closer? I'll show you my ID. Oh, no need. He smiles graciously. I know a better way of determining the truth. In a single smooth motion, he pulls a knife from his belt and draws it along his own forearm. The blade leaves a stripe of red blood in its wake. Attack before he can finish. The blood mage's eyes go wide with surprise, seizing the opportunity you attack. Oh, Jesus. In 19 turns. Okay, I need to kill people as fucking quickly as possible. That means I need everyone to be on their fucking A games and not fucking miss every single fucking move that you have. Minus sight block, of course it is. On the VP, what do you mean? Oh, he's not. For some reason he didn't have his gun equipped. Ah, damn it! What was the point of sneakily getting past these people if they just come in to kill you? Because there was no way I would have gotten past these guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't like that. I do not like that. That is bad. I do not like that. Uh-oh. I don't know what you just did, but I'm seeing a sudden burst of comm traffic. You must have tripped off an alarm of some kind. Get ready, A, for the high threat response team is on its way. Yes, I was aware of that. Damn it. Wait! Thank you. Are there any people in here? The answer is no. This might have been a stupid idea. Here, I'll be slightly less stupid and go over here. I want to be able to shoot the things and kill them by exploding them. Because that would be really funny. That was less funny. What do you mean line of sight block? I'm like staring right fucking at them. There. Oh, it's test subjects. That's bad. Actually, I'm gonna start getting him into vision. Why does he have such a small movement speed? That's so aggravating. And then I wait 30,000 turns to go. And I need to reload. Oops. Sorry guys, that was what they call my bad. Oh wait, no, I want you to go here. Ow. Who are you? Good question. Oh, yay. The man in the cell stares at you through red-rimmed eyes. His body is marked with obvious signs of mistreatment and neglect. He opens his mouth to speak, then closes it again and swallows hard. He tries again, and the voice that comes from him is tremulous and weak. You've killed the masters. You slaughtered them like lambs. How is that possible? Just another day at the office. Want me to get you out of here? He continues to stare at you, bug-eyed and unblinking, his mouth agape. Me? Out? How can I go out? It is my place to be in this cage. It was what we were bred for. But you killed the masters. It is our place to die, not theirs. Sorry to disappoint you. The slack-jawed man looks genuinely confused. Disappointment? No, it is not our place to feel such things. My brothers and I are grown here, gestated in tanks to serve our purpose. The masters will it to be so. Purpose? What purpose? What are you talking about? We are test subjects. Our purpose is to suffer and die. His voice is utterly matter-of-fact. If any of this bothers him, he doesn't show it. In doing so, we will provide useful research data. It is what we were made for. What can you tell me about the Bloodline Project? Those mages wake us from our slumber, sometimes in two, sometimes more. One is taken to another part of the facility, the testing lab. The rest remain in their cells. The mage run their tests, and the entire group dies. So the mage do something to one of you, and the entire group feels the effects? He nods. Yes, they haven't chosen a subject from my group yet, but when they do, my death will come. I won't hear the chanting, I won't see the mage, but I will share in the suffering, and I will die, and then another will be grown to take my place. Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore. The door's open. You can get out of here. His eyes go wide. It looks as though he's having difficulty processing what you've told him. Out? But our purpose. From now on, your purpose is to do whatever the hell you want. Now get moving. He nods wide-eyed. Yes, yes, we will run. All of us. Thank you. Woohoo. But are you, though? Okay. I'm gonna go here, but I don't quite... Is that a way to leave? Is that like our shortcut? Oh, come on! I just want him to die so that I can click on the thing. But of course, there's gonna be more things that pop out because, yeah, see? What did I tell you? Oh no, it's dead. Please die. Oh, I can access the terminal now. I had a feeling I needed to click on that in the end. Damn it. The terminal's display blossoms to life at your approach. Reams of technical information and arcane figures fill the screen. Unfortunately, none of it is written in a language you can understand. Copy the data. Oh, there's more people. Good. If I had known that, I would have gone to kill them. Ow. Oh, there they go. I'm free! Oh. Yay. I'm gonna blitz go this way. Why the fuck not? Die, bitch. I heavily dislike you. Come on. Ow. Is there anything else to touch that isn't this? The control panel blinks with a featureless command prompt. Disable their safety overrides. Oh. What was the password? Was there a password? Zolotl. That's what it was. Hey, yes, do it. Overload the generators. The terminal processes your command, and an instant later, a high-pitched screeching noise erupts from the generators. Tremors rock the facility, shaking the ground under your feet. Over the building speakers, a synthesized female voice repeatedly states the obvious. Generator overload imminent. Please evacuate the facility. That's done it. Come on, Chief. Let's listen to the nice lady and let's get the hell out of here. I think it'd be faster to go this way. For Ager. Open the door, Blitz. God, why do I have such limited movement? It's very irritating. Another locked door. Wonderful. Of fucking course it's locked. How it... Like... God... Oh, and the generator overloads in 5 turns. How lovely. I really fucking hope that's the last door I need to leave. Are you guys coming, or are you just gonna stay there to die? Because that seems... a little silly. Ah, yeah, they came up with us. Yay, good. Gradually, the ringing in your ears clears and the world comes into focus. The generator overload did its job, just as Freimüller said it would. The Aztechnology facility has been reduced to a smoldering crater strewn with a chaotic jumble of cracked marble, melting plastic, and broken support beams. You can barely make out the faint wail of approaching sirens. They're still far away, but they won't be for long. Wow, Chief, that was intense. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course, but this was a little more dramatic than I was expecting. We just leveled Aztechnology facility blitz. Intense really begins to cover it. I like this one. That's probably an understatement, but from what we saw in there, I'd say that they deserved it. Yeah, Chief, that place just felt wrong. You could feel it in your heart, you know? Creepy. Blitz steps back, blinking. A sudden gust of wind kicks smoke and dust into the air. The approaching sirens grow louder. They're now accompanied by another sound, the whine of approaching rotorcraft. What they were doing there was wrong. More than that, it was terrible. They had to be stopped, and we stopped them. It's as simple as that. We can talk about this later. We don't want to be here when those response vehicles arrive. The test subjects that you liberated mill about aimlessly, blinking against the light. The foremost clone takes his half step forward. But what of us? We have no purpose now. This is not supposed to happen. It is wrong. Without our masters to guide us, what will we do? Whatever you want. You're free now. You're not supposed to be anything. Find yourselves a new purpose and make it a good one. The lead clone stares into the crater, trembling. We will try. She puts a hand on your shoulder. Come on, Afer, let's get back home. Why not bring the clones with us and let them get integrated in the cruise bazaar and they can help out some of the people there?